very reluctant to race in this William Hill Tingle Creek Trophy, and gives away ground that he can ill afford at 100-1 or so. To the first fence, Chenkos is in front from Moscow Flyer, Seabold in third in the white jacket, and then Flagship of Borealis. Luau Miguel is out wide then from Azertiop, and Esklibrook now with a hopeless task in last place if it wasn't hard enough to start with. They're over the second, and Chenkos leads the way by a length and a half to Moscow Flyer in second place. They haven't gone really tearing off. It's just a medium pace as they pass the stands with a circuit in front of them. Azertiop has a nice early position in about third, racing between Seabold on the fence and Luau Miguel wider out, and then Flagship of Borealis, and 15 lengths last then to Esklibrook. So making the top turn, a right-hander on the descent towards fence number 3, and it's last year's winner Chenkos in the hands of Timmy Murphy that makes the running here in this William Hill Tingle Creek Trophy. One of the highlights of the season. Moscow Flyer is close up in second in the noseband, and then Seabold on the inside. Azertiop, the Arkle winner, close up behind these, and then towards the right, Luau Miguel, followed by the 3 times Tingle Creek winner, Flagship of Borealis. Chenkos split the birch there in front. Esklibrook continuing in last place. They turn into the back straight then with these 7 fences ahead of them, and it's Chenkos from Moscow Flyer on the heels of this leader, and then Azertiop and Luau Miguel and Seabold as they approach the net. Chenkos accelerating into that. Moscow Flyer a bit left-handed and got in the way of Luau Miguel slightly. Flagship of Borealis looks on still from 6th place as they jump the next. And there Esklibrook trailing still as they approach another. This is an open ditch. Chenkos over first from Moscow Flyer, taking it nicely. And then the other 4 all in a line. And now the water jump coming up. Azertiop still racing very strongly in behind the leaders. He's tugging away at Ruby Walsh in that yellow jacket at the water jump. Chenkos lifts off first from Moscow Flyer. Seabold on the inside of Azertiop. Flagship of Borealis right there, nearest the camera, Luau Miguel. And now the railway fences. 3 in a line. They come up very quickly indeed, and they all met the first one spot on, which augurs well for the next 2. Chenkos on the left, Moscow Flyer in the centre, possibly just leading there from Flagship of Borealis, and then Luau Miguel. Azertiop waiting over the last on the far side. Seabold made a bit of a hash of that, and now a long run to the 3rd last, and it's the Queen Mother champion chaser, Moscow Flyer, over from Ireland, who takes over, carting Barry Geraghty into the lead, closely attended by Azertiop. It's set fair now, isn't it? Flagship of Borealis on the outside, and then behind these Luau Miguel, the 5-year-old who promises so much, Chenkos, and after these is Seabold. Racing down to the pond fence, Moscow Flyer. He can get a bit idle in front. He's in front very early here. Flagship of Borealis, the 3 times winner, is challenging. Then Azertiop back in 3rd place. 3 out, good jump by Moscow Flyer. He gained a length there from Flagship of Borealis in second. The whip is up on Azertiop. They pull clear of Chenkos and Luau Miguel, and it's the champion, Moscow Flyer, drawing towards 2 out. He's over safely. Azertiop 3 lengths down with Flagship of Borealis. They're chasing hard. Now Moscow Flyer is asked to extend, going towards the final fence, the 13th and final fence in the Tingle Creek. Moscow Flyer, a brilliant lead there. Azertiop is chasing hard. He's 4 lengths to find on the run-in. Flagship of Borealis back in 3rd, but Moscow Flyer, he's too good, endorsing his champion status here, and Moscow Flyer is a fine winner of the Tingle Creek. Azertiop put in his place in 2nd. In 3rd, Flagship of Borealis, then Luau Miguel, Chenkos, Seabold, and Esklibrook, who blew the start, tailed off in last place. A deeply impressive performance here by Moscow Flyer. When he gets round, he wins, and it was a blemish-free round today. 6-4 favourite. Barry Geraghty, always comfortable here on Jessica Harrington's tip-top 9-year-old. And what a leap he put in at the last fence. That was a joy to watch. It was one of the best 2-mile fields we've seen assembled for many a season here. But it wasn't really in any doubt over the last 2, because this horse was just too classy. You could say that Azertiop, the horse in second, he lacked a recent run, having come to grief at the first fence at Exeter, first time out this season. Whether that made any difference, he looked really well beforehand. He just met a better horse today. Maybe in time Azertiop will really be able to put it up to Moscow Flyer. He's still 6. Moscow Flyer at the age of 9 at the top of his game. But today he was all class. He's the one to beat again at Cheltenham in March.
Well, I tell you what, as they came in towards the palm fence 3 out, Richard, the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up big time because they're all going pretty well. Laurent Miguel had been beaten off at this stage.
Yes, he was the disappointment of the race for me.